Sees Leo Messi, can he get there first? Oh, Messi's got there. Messi now 1v1. Tries to chip the keeper, he's done it. Leo Messi with a chip shot against Madrid, and it's 3-3. Now Luis Suarez. Suarez to Messi. Messi tries to curl it in, a hat-trick from Leo Messi. Unbelievable scenes as Barcelona make it 4-3 against Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. So welcome back to another episode of the Barcelona Career Mode series. This is episode number 14 and we've got a huge episode on our hands. So as you know, the Champions League is back. Barcelona versus Chelsea at the Camp Nou. Second leg of the round of 16 will be played in today's episode. Last episode we had the game at the Stamford Bridge and we got ourselves a good 2-0 advantage. So we are favourites to make it to the quarterfinals, and if we do get there, in today's episode you guys are going to find out who we'll be facing. And that's not all. In today's episode, we'll be making the huge decision of deciding whether to manage an international team or not. So if you guys are enjoying the Barcelona Career Mode series, keep the support coming. 2,000 likes once again and I'll get you an episode tomorrow. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe for more FIFA 20 Career Mode content, and let's get this one underway. Starting off the episode with a press conference, and if you guys want to get involved, drop in your questions down in the comment section below. First question of the day, can you please give Oscar Hara some different boots and untuck his shirt? Now initially I wasn't going to do this because apparently there is some sort of a glitch in the edit player thing on FIFA 20 Career Mode, but thankfully things seem to be working fine on my save file, and that's why I've untucked his of course kit, and also apart from that we're giving him the Adidas Nemesis 19 plus whatever boots, and of course hopefully with the new attire he's wearing, Oscar Hara can soon get his first goal for Barcelona. Next question, but not really a question, more of an accusation, but for some reason I feel like I need to address this because so frustrating seeing comments like this. Have a look at this. How do you feel after changing the sliders after being 3-0 down against Real Madrid? I'm saying this once, not going to be talking about this ever again. I don't change sliders. It's been on 50, which is basically how it normally is for, of course, both myself and even the CPU. Even the difficulty has always been on ultimate in this series. I've not been changing it in games, and yeah, I'm just gonna say it now. I know some people will still not believe me. I know it's the minority of people that think this way. The majority know that I don't cheat or do any of this kind of stuff in any of my career modes. So there's that. Just wanted to put this out there. Last episode, what you guys saw against Madrid was all on ultimate difficulty with the sliders being unchanged. So a lot of people have been asking me about this since I did talk about this in a video a few days ago. When are you going to a Barca game at the Camp Nou? So I'm going for the El Clasico. That's right, watching Barcelona versus Real Madrid at the Camp Nou. I'll be going on the October 26th, I think. And yeah, I'm just so excited, man, and I'm planning on getting you guys a few videos from there as well, kind of like a vlog or something, because I know a lot of you guys on this channel are Barca fans, and a Clasico vlog would be amazing. So that's the plan. We'll see how things go. It should be a ton of fun. And yeah, I'm going to be on vacation. That means from October 23rd to, of course, the 1st or 2nd of November. But don't worry, I'm going to pre-record a few videos for you guys so you guys can still get your daily videos. That's the plan. Press conference wrapped up, let's move on. Leo Messi, after having a sensational episode, scoring a hat-trick against Real Madrid to turn around a 3-0 deficit, wins the Player of the Episode award. I'm not surprised at all because he was beyond sensational in that last episode, scored 3 beautiful goals, and of course, deservedly so, you guys voted for him as your Player of the Episode. So, it is now time to make the big decision whether to become an international manager or not. In the comments, I read through your suggestions and all. Most of you guys want me to become a coach of a national team and play the Euro 2020. So that is why I'm going to be taking up on the Germany job. They're the only good teams offer that we've actually got at the moment. Plus, there is a good storyline with Germany after they've been struggling for a few years. The Neuer to Stegen saga and all that. So, bringing them back to their glory days and making them win the Euro 2020, I think would be an amazing challenge, and that's why we're going to be becoming the Germany manager, and I can't wait for the Euros, man. That's going to be an amazing mini series on this channel. So there you go, sign the contract. We are now managers of Germany as well. Really hoping to make some more progress with our player objectives in today's episode. Maybe some progress with Ansu Fati and Ricky Puig, or potentially more goals from Leo Messi. We know we're going to get that anyways. He is in the form of his life. And also, I would love to see maybe Griezmann win the Player of the Month award. He's a contender for that, so that would be helpful as well. Alright, so we start off this episode with the Spanish Cup semi-finals as we'll be up against Malaga away from home. But the thing is, we've got ourselves a 5-1 advantage on aggregate, so we are going to simulate this game. Makes perfect sense to use the second team and simulate this one against Malaga, so guys like Ricky Puig and Ansu Fati are getting an opportunity. Well, this was a bit of a bore fest as a 0-0 result against Malaga, but doesn't matter, we've made it to the finals of the Spanish Cup. Well, good to see Luis Suarez being happy with the game time he's been getting. He's really improved his form, man. Started the series, he was pretty terrible, but now he seems to be much better. So I'm just gonna say I'm proud of you. We literally get complaints from Umtiti practically in every single episode about him wanting to play more often and all that. I'm just gonna tell him I'm counting on you in decisive moments. There you go, his morale has gone up. Well, this is new. Umtiti maybe he's complaining to the media about his lack of game time. If that's the case, well, that is frustrating. Oh, this is brilliant. Antoine Griezmann wins the February Player of the Month award, which is just perfect. And that means we just need one more player of ours to win the Player of the Month award and we'll be done with one of our objectives. Griezmann, well deserved. He was brilliant in this month. So right now in La Liga, we've got a pretty good advantage over Atleti, 4 points. And of course, after last episode's Clasico, we've got an 8-point advantage over Real Madrid. And I want to keep it that way. But in this episode, we've got some tricky games. I'll be up against Real Sociedad at the Camp Nou. That's going to be a tough one, but it's at the Camp Nou and we are expected to win. Also in today's episode, I'll be experimenting with a new formation to try and get the best out of my players, because recently the 4-3-2-1 formation that we've been using hasn't really worked. So I'm going to a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation. We're going to have Jordi Alba and Trent bombing down the wings for us, and a lot of quality down the middle. Messi to play in that cam role is going to be interesting, and Antoine Griezmann finally gets to play as a striker along with Luis Suarez. I'm hoping this works. It could be our formation for the next season as well. Once Messi stops or starts losing pace, him playing in that cam role could be perfect. So we're already making an adjustment for that. I'm going to try this out in this episode and see how it works. So this is how I'm lining up against La Real at home at the Camp Nou. We're testing out a new formation, but apart from that, the lineup is very strong. Koulibaly starts, Trent starts as well, Messi in that cam role, Suarez, Griezmann up top, De Jong as well. A very strong Barcelona side, and I'm expecting to win this game. Jesse Rodriguez playing for Real Sociedad. Now he's broken behind our defense, whips in a good cross. Frankie De Jong gets it away. New formation for us in this game. I'm honestly very excited to see how it works. Alba looks to bring it inside, releases Luis Suarez. Still Suarez, back to Jordi Alba. Now it's Messi, should score, and a big save there from Moya. Finds Luis Suarez, who spreads the play out wide to Jordi Alba. Inside to Arthur. Now it's Leo Messi. Messi looks to open up some space. Still Messi on that right foot this time. Finesses it easily. Leo Messi with yet another goal as Barcelona have taken the lead against La Real. I've got to say, I'm really enjoying this formation. I've dominated this game from start up until now. We're dominating the game. We're using our fullbacks to their full potential, and also down the middle we are lethal as Messi scores the first goal in this one. Oh, this is not looking good as La Real have broken through. Here's Porto on the attack. Longley with a goal-saving challenge there. Great defending in that play there from us. Oh god, La Real are pushing forward, and look at the men they've got pushing. I mean, Busquets just can't keep up. Cross comes in. That's awful, but Ter Stegen saves, and he saves again. I mean, that was such poor marking from our defenders when the cross came in. They literally just ran towards Ter Stegen instead of marking the centre-back. Absolutely awful, but ultimately, Marc-Andre Ter Stegen was yet again there to save us, as Messi might now be able to do something. He's pushing forward, still Leo Messi. What kind of movement is that from Griezmann? As what's going on here? Ball is cleared away. Why was Griezmann just running towards goal and not just tracking back and, making a good run? This game sometimes, man, doesn't make any sense. Oh, they've gifted the ball to Luis Suarez. Could be a goal. And Suarez is missed. How does he miss chances like this? It is now Trent Alexander-Arnold inside to Leo Messi. Now Suarez. Suarez finds Arthur, who's broken through. Still Arthur brings it onto his right foot. Tries to put it in, but Moya makes a good save there. How have we not scored more than one goal in this game? We've been so dominant. That's full time in this one against Real Sociedad. I'm really happy with the win, but I think we could have scored a lot more. The new formation seems to be working really well to get the best out of Suarez and Griezmann, but I really should have scored more goals in this game. But again, 1-0, we get all 3 points, and that is what matters. So with that win, we continue to remain league leaders in La Liga with 61 points. Atletico Madrid, though, just 1 point behind us, but they've played a game more than us, so we're in a great spot in La Liga. Oh, Messi is now convincingly the top scorer in La Liga with 21 goals in 21 games. Griezmann, though, just behind him with 18. I would love to see one of them win the Golden Boot award. Hopefully they will. In fact, I'm pretty sure they will because, well, Iglesias is the third top scorer with just 14 goals. Assist-wise, though, Luis Suarez has been balling out with 12 assists. Leo Messi just behind him with 8. I'm sure a lot of you guys might have already noticed this, but Messi has started to go down in his overall. He is now a 93 rated player. We've managed to delay it quite a bit because of, the dynamic player potential system and Messi being in fine form lately. That's why his physical stats have gone down quite a bit, but technically he is still as good he was before. So yeah, a bit frustrating to see him go down in his overall, but it was inevitable. I mean, this had to happen at some point. But don't kid yourselves, guys. Messi is still the same Messi as he was at the start of the season. He's performing at an incredibly high level. I'm changing up our tactics and formation quite a bit for this one against Mallorca. And you guys will be happy to know that I'm giving Oscar Jara another opportunity to start for Barcelona. Hopefully this could be the game where he gets his first goal for the team. We're playing with wingers in this one. So Ansu Fati will be playing as our left winger. Oscar Jara on the right. Lautaro Martinez up front. And also a few more youngsters involved like Ricky Puig and Alenia. Junior Firpo starts as well. In a couple of days we've got Chelsea in the Champions League, so it makes sense to rotate the squad and hopefully we can still get the win. Ansu Fati on the ball now, takes it wide brilliantly. We know he's quick, brings it inside as well. Here goes Ansu Fati on the attack, finds Lautaro, sees Alenia making the run. Carlos Alenia should score, and within 5 minutes we've taken the lead. What an attack here from Barcelona. Playing with wide wingers has really helped us already in this game, as Alenia puts us into the lead. Ansu Fati, Lautaro all linking up really well. Alenia, though, the goal scorer. 1-0 Barca. Sees Alenia. Back to Ricky Puig. Could go for goal. Does go for goal and almost scoring an absolute stunner there from outside the box, but just off target. Mallorca on the attack. This is a proper good chance for them. Konate with the block, but they still have an opportunity here. And, well, they've missed it. Inside to Ricky Puig now. Fake shots past one. Still Ricky Puig is having a brilliant game. Finds Lautaro, who's trying to turn his man. Does so successfully. Goes for goal. And Barcelona lead 2-0. Ricky Puig picking up an assist is huge for us in this series. And a massive goal there from Lautaro Martinez. The way he turned his man there was just so Suarez-esque. Prime Suarez behavior, I guess I could say. I definitely want to use Lautaro Martinez as my first choice striker once Suarez does, go down in his overall even more. Instead of signing like a proper good striker, I think just using Lautaro as our main man would be the smart choice because he is so good in this game. Back to Ricky Puig on the attack, who's having a brilliant game, man. He's created so much for us in this one. Lautaro trying to turn. Lautaro goes for goal and almost scoring yet another goal in this game. We are playing so well in this episode. Mallorca on the attack, looking to get a goal in this one. Cross played back in. Umtiti clears it straight to a Mallorca player. That is awful, man. But anyways, they've actually scored and, well, they've got themselves one goal back, which means the last 30 minutes or so in this game is not going to be easy as it's only 2-1 to us. Well, our defense looks to be exposed once again. What on earth was Junior Firpo doing, not marking his man? And now Mallorca with yet another chance. Cross put back in. Alenia tracks back and defends well. Here's Lautaro. Finds Ansu Fati. Here he goes on the attack. Ansu Fati. 1v1 now. Fati tries to go for goal but gets completely taken down. There could have easily been a pen, but the ref was not having any of it. Inside to Alenia. Now it's Oscar Jara. Big opportunity now for him. Oscar Jara pushing forward. Looks to bring it inside. Goes for the Elastico, but it didn't work out. Not impressed with Oscar Jara in this one, but we've got to give him time, man. He's only 17 in this series. We can't expect big performances from him from the get-go. Full time against Mallorca. Big win for us in La Liga. We had to fight for this game. We didn't have our first team players, but regardless, the youngsters delivered as we get ourselves a 2-1 result. Lautaro Martinez was superb in this one. So we continue to remain 4 points above Atletico Madrid in La Liga, and I intend to keep it that way. Just 10 games to go in La Liga. We've got to win the league. Last episode I had a ton of comments asking me why Trent Alexander-Arnold having number 66 wouldn't happen in real life? Well, the reason is in La Liga, you've got a rule that you can only have kit numbers from 1 to 25 no matter what. So if you want to try and use any other kit number, you basically can't in the Spanish league. So that's why giving Trent 66 wouldn't happen in real life, but in this series we can get it done. Up next for us is the Champions League round of 16. At the Camp Nou, we'll be up against Chelsea. We've got the advantage. We hold all the cards in this fixture. 2-0 from the first leg, and I'm hoping we can see Chelsea out and make it to the quarterfinals. We are the favourites, let's make no mistake here. But again, you guys know the history of Barcelona and comebacks, so we've got to really treat this game seriously so that we can get the job done and make our way to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Ibrahima Konate wants to play against Chelsea. Come on, man. I'm pretty sure he knows how important this game is against Chelsea. I'm just going to say there's bigger games ahead. I'm not going to be starting him against Chelsea. So it's a Champions League night at the Camp Nou as Barcelona are going up against Chelsea. Suarez and Griezmann up top. Messi in that cam role. We've got Busquets, De Jong, Arthur playing as well. Alba, Longley, Koulibaly and Trent at the back. Ter Stegen in goal. We're continuing to use the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation. I thought it was very promising against La Real. I know it's a bit of a risk using a new formation in such a big game, but you know what? Sometimes as managers we've got to take that risk, and that's exactly what I'm doing in this one against Chelsea. Let's see this one out and make our way to the quarterfinals. That's the Chelsea team we are up against, pretty similar to what we faced earlier on in that first leg. They've got a decent bench, but this Chelsea isn't the Chelsea of old. I feel like this is a team we can definitely overcome. We've already done it before at the Stamford Bridge. Let's now do it at the Camp Nou and knock them out of this competition. Here's Arthur, finds Leo Messi. Inside to Griezmann. Griezmann turns his man brilliantly. Antoine Griezmann 1v1 should score. And we get ourselves an early goal against Chelsea. It's Antoine Griezmann who strikes. Messi picking up another assist in the Champions League. Griezmann with the clutch goal as Barcelona make it 1-0 and 3-0 on aggregate. Look at that turn there from Griezmann. Chelsea simply cannot handle our attack. 1-0 up and 3-0 on aggregate. Trent should get there first. No, he doesn't. Pulisic with pace, but Trent recovers well. It's going to be difficult against Pulisic's pace. Trent needs to be on form in this one. Suarez. Still Luis Suarez on the ball. Looks to maybe get a shot off. Goes for goal off. Forces Kepa to make an outstanding save there. Still 1-0 Barca. We're playing some great football and we are restricting Chelsea to basically no chances. Now Luis Suarez. To Antoine Griezmann. Oh, brilliant football. Now here goes Jordi Alba with pace pushing forward. Still Alba. Cut back inside. Chelsea clear it away. Here's Trent Alexander-Arnold. Does well to find Luis Suarez. The turn was brilliant. Goes for goal. Forces Kepa to make yet another save. Half-time against Chelsea and we are in the pole position to secure qualification to the quarterfinals. Griezmann's goal was huge early on in the tie to kill off any hope for a Chelsea comeback. Let's settle the deal in the second half. Oh, this could be problematic. Here's Pulisic, puts the ball back in. Koulibaly now. Kante shoots. Chelsea's first opportunity ends with a Marc-Andre Ter Stegen save. Making a couple of changes, bringing off Sergio Busquets and bringing in Fabian in that CDM role. We're going to actually play De Jong there. And apart from that, bringing on Ousmane Dembele for Luis Suarez to give us some extra pace up front. Here's Arthur doing well, finds Ousmane Dembele, now Antoine Griezmann, maybe not yet another goal in the Champions League. Griezmann shot saved, Dembele on the rebound, isn't missing that, he is onside, he scores and Barcelona make it 2-0 in this one, 4-0 on aggregate. We are making our way to the Champions League quarterfinals, man. The super sub comes on and scores within minutes. Kovacic in behind to Pulisic. Koulibaly needs to mark Pedro. Cross comes in. Pulisic scores. We just can't keep a clean sheet to save our lives as Pulisic brings Chelsea back into this one. Although, what's he doing there? Why is he... Oh, he's struggling to celebrate. Anyways, we still have the advantage though. 4-1 on aggregate. Frenkie de Jong finds Arthur. Oh, Arthur just turns his man brilliantly there. Releases it to Leo Messi. Can Messi score? Messi tries to shoot. Can't really get a shot off. Cross comes in though. Dembele with the header. That was such a terrible miss there. And there you go. 4-1 on aggregate. We've crushed Chelsea's Champions League dreams and we are moving on to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. What a result for us in this series. I can't wait to find out who we'll be facing. How satisfied are you with Alba? I'm just going to say he deserves all the praise. Pushing forward, man, Jordi Alba is just so good. Defensively, he's a bit dodgy, but going forward, I think he's brilliant. Were you concerned about the last goal Chelsea scored? Probably, yeah. We must not be conceding. Oh, come on. The morale has gone down a bit. That's frustrating. How difficult was it to block Chelsea's attackers from scoring? I'm just going to say it wasn't easy. We had to put in an effort. We just conceded one goal. But yeah, anyways, Chelsea's attack was decent. So the draw for the Champions League quarterfinals has been made. First up, let's take a look at the round of 16 results. Lille have managed to knock out RB Leipzig. We knocked out Chelsea, of course. Leverkusen are through to the quarters, knocking out Galatasaray. Bayern Munich knocked out Real Madrid. That's huge. Man City comfortably knocked out Lokomotiv Moscow. Napoli through as well. Liverpool out of the Champions League. Well, that's great for us, I suppose. Inter Milan through as well. In the quarterfinals, though, we're up against Napoli. That's going to be an interesting game. City up against Lyon, Inter up against Leverkusen, Bayern up against Lille, and we are up against Napoli. It's going to be a sensational two-legged affair against Napoli. Next episode is about to be huge. We might actually have the two quarterfinal games in that next episode itself against Napoli. Oh my god, I can't wait for that. We are doing extremely well with our season goals at the moment. Good progress made in this episode. A couple of goals or assists from Ansu Fati and Puig, and we'll be done with that generational talents objective. Messi's on 42 goal contributions as well, which is great. And also in this episode, Griezmann won the La Liga Player of the Month award. So things are going well for us. Before we end off the episode, it is time for you guys to vote for your informed player of the episode. Once again, a couple of nominees. The first one being Lautaro Martinez, who I thought was brilliant in that game against Mallorca in which we played him. Scored a goal, got himself an assist as well, and that's why he's one of your nominees. Your second nominee is going to be Antoine Griezmann, who put in a stunning performance against, of course, Chelsea in that Champions League second leg with a goal, and of course helping out in that second goal. So you guys can make the decision by clicking the I button on the top right of your screen, Martinez or Griezmann. It's up to you guys to decide. But that is it for today's episode of the Barcelona Career Mode series. A lot went down. We've made it to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. We're in a good spot in La Liga, and now we're also the coach of the German national team. So an eventful episode, and if you guys have enjoyed this one, a like would be brilliant. Let's smash out 2,000 likes. That'd be absolutely awesome. If you are new around here, subscribe for more FIFA 20 Career Mode content, and I'll catch you guys next time.